You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of science, a dimension of perpetual pipetting, a dimension of mind. We're moving into a land of both confusion and understanding of hypotheses and theories. We've just crossed over into the biology zone. Here in the dark corners of the biology laboratory, one disease dares to rear its ugly head. It affects the nerve cells in the brain, causing voluntary muscle movement to decline into near non-existence. Its name is amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS. In order to better comprehend this inheritable disease, a group of scientists known as Team Ravioli strive to amplify DNA with an ALS mutation through polymerase chain reactions. Little do they know that two unsuspecting members of their group will be undergoing a 30-day transformation in which they will experience the progressing symptoms of an ALS patient. This transformation will cause them to leave their daily lives and experience it anew in a place where the only difference between science and fooling around is writing it down. The biology zone. Week 0. The control. The transformation has yet to begin, but tests are still put into place to analyze the normal behavior of our scientists. They time how long it takes them to button up a shirt, walk up a flight of stairs, and write down a rather long quote by H.G. Wells. Then they grade themselves on the satisfaction with life scale, a quiz developed by Ed Diener and his team of psychologists in 1985, designed for one to measure his or her own judgment on their satisfaction with life. Since many cases of ALS have been found to lead to the want of euthanasia, this factor of satisfaction was all but relevant to the investigation. All these tests are performed at the end of each week to document the progression of our patients. Week 1. The symptoms begin to arise, but they're mild. Patients begin to have a clumsy walk due to a towel taped to the bottom of their shoe, and marshmallows in their mouth cause them to have slurred speech.
How are you doing? Doing good? I'm doing pretty good. Real good.
Anyway, Ace Wrap makes it harder to bend their wrists. Though only 2 members of the group are experiencing these symptoms in their daily lives, the other 2 perform the time tests with the impairments as well. Week 2. The joints are beginning to fail. More wrap around the wrists, knees, and elbows makes it difficult to perform simple tasks such as eating with silverware and writing. Walking up the stairs has also proved to be difficult. The group goes shopping in a nearby convenience store to experience the difficulty of everyday tasks experienced by victims of ALS. They pick up items such as greeting cards, pain medication, and, hygiene products. Week 3. Walking is impossible. The patients are succumbed to a wheelchair. Chewing has become almost impossible as well, and only soft foods are allowed in their diet. The rule was if we had to break it down with our teeth, we couldn't eat it. I found it really difficult to find a good variety of foods that were soft. Most of what I came across in the Holmes Hall Caf was sweet stuff like pudding and applesauce. Because the option of climbing stairs is no longer available, the patients are tested to see how long it takes to use the handicapped elevator without aid. Thick winter gloves are worn to inhibit the fingers, and it's become almost impossible to button the shirt. Week 4. All voluntary motor skills have all but shut down. Not only are the patients in a wheelchair, but they cannot move around for themselves. The aid of another is constantly needed, and nutrition can only be consumed through a straw. The patients fail to perform the writing and buttoning tests. As the weeks move on, the patients feel the emotional weight of the disease. Their rank on the satisfaction with life scale drops considerably, while the other team members remain relatively steady throughout the 30 days. The handwriting of the patients becomes sloppy and illegible, and the time it takes to complete all the time tasks increase tremendously. Now our patients have learned what it is like to live with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. But this is only the beginning. Scientists have yet to find a definitive cure for ALS. So had this been a documentation of a real case of ALS, the fate of our patients would have been imminent death. Just remember that the next time you visit the Biology Zone.